If you've ever woken up in the morning and felt those stiff knees, aching hips, or swollen fingers that just don't seem to ease up, you know how joint pain can quietly steal the joy out of your day. It's more than just discomfort. It can stop you from enjoying the simple things, like gardening, taking a walk with a loved one, or even opening a jar in the kitchen. And here's the hard truth. Joint pain doesn't knock politely. It creeps in little by little, until one day, you realize you've been avoiding the stairs, you've been skipping that family outing, or you've been saying, maybe tomorrow, to the activities you once loved. But let me ask you this. What if relief didn't have to come from risky pills, expensive injections, or endless prescriptions that leave you worried about side effects? What if there were safer, natural ways, backed by tradition and even science, that could help bring comfort and mobility back into your life? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. 7 natural remedies for joint pain. Remedies especially helpful for seniors over 60. Some you may have heard of, some you may not. And one of them, well, it might just surprise you, because chances are, it's already sitting in your kitchen right now. So stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you won't just have a list of remedies. You'll have practical tools that could help you move with more ease, feel more in control, and start enjoying the freedom you deserve again. As we get older, our bodies go through changes that can feel frustrating, especially when it comes to our joints. After 60, the natural cushioning between your bones, the cartilage, begins to wear down. It's like the padding on your favorite chair slowly thinning out after years of use. Without that smooth cushion, every movement can feel rougher, stiffer, sometimes even painful. Another reason is that our bodies simply don't heal the way they used to. When you were younger, a sore knee or a pulled muscle might have bounced back in a few days. But now, healing takes longer, and inflammation tends to stick around. That lingering stiffness or swelling isn't your imagination. It's your body's way of saying recovery isn't as quick anymore. There's also the issue of muscle support. Muscles are like the scaffolding that keep your joints steady and safe. But after 60, if we don't keep them strong, those muscles naturally shrink and weaken. Without that support, your joints are left to carry more of the burden, and that's when everyday activities can suddenly feel heavier and harder than before. Think about climbing stairs. Each step can feel like you're carrying a little more weight than you should. Or maybe it's the garden you love, kneeling down, then trying to get back up, only to feel that sharp reminder in your knees or lower back. Even something as small as twisting open a jar lid can become a battle you never signed up for. And here's the thing. Joint pain isn't only about the physical ache. It's about what that ache represents. It's about the independence you've worked so hard for. The freedom to move through your day without depending on anyone else. The ability to enjoy the life you've built, the walks, the hobbies, the moments with family, without hesitation. When joint pain gets in the way, it's not just discomfort. It's a piece of your freedom slipping away. And that's why finding natural, safe ways to manage it isn't just important. It's essential for holding on to the quality of life you deserve. You're not alone in this. Millions of seniors over 60 wake up each day facing the same challenges, wondering if they'll be able to do the things they love without pain slowing them down. And that's exactly why this space exists. Welcome to Senior Strong Living. This is your community, a place where we share simple, natural, and practical ways to stay active, stay healthy, and stay independent as the years go by. Every tip, every story, every piece of advice here is designed with you in mind, because your health and your freedom matter. If you're finding value already, take a moment to subscribe to Senior Strong Living. And when you hit that notification bell, you'll be the first to know when we release new videos filled with trusted health tips made especially for seniors. Think of it as joining a circle of friends who are all on the same path towards stronger, healthier living. Because here, it's not just about easing the pain, it's about helping you reclaim the comfort, energy, and confidence to keep living life on your terms. Now, let's dive into the heart of this conversation. 7 natural remedies you can start exploring today to help relieve joint pain. These aren't quick fixes or magic cures, but they are gentle, proven approaches that many seniors have found real comfort in. And here's something important to keep in mind. Every body is unique. What eases the stiffness in one person's knees might not work the same for another's hips or hands. That's why the best path forward is to try, to notice, and to discover which remedies make the biggest difference for you. As we go through them, think about your own life, your routines, and your challenges. Which of these can you see yourself practicing every day? And which one might surprise you with its results? Because sometimes the simplest remedy, the one you've overlooked, turns out to be the key that unlocks real relief. And I'll leave you with this thought: one of these remedies is probably sitting in your kitchen right now, and you might not even realize the power it holds. So listen closely, try what feels right, and then share your experience. Your story could be the one that encourages someone else to take that first step toward living with less pain. When it comes to joint pain, one of the most powerful remedies doesn't come in a bottle or a capsule. It comes from movement. And I know that might sound counterintuitive. When you're hurting, the last thing you feel like doing is moving. But here's the truth. Gentle, consistent movement is like nourishment for your joints. It helps circulate fluid that keeps them cushioned, it reduces stiffness, and it strengthens the muscles that protect them. Think of it this way: your joints are like hinges on a door. If that door stays shut and never moves, the hinges begin to rust, stiffen, and creak. But if you open and close that door regularly, the hinges stay smoother, easier, and less likely to lock up. Your body works the same way. For seniors over 60, the key is choosing low-impact exercises, movements that are kind to your joints but still keep them active. Walking is one of the best. It doesn't need to be far or fast. Even 10 to 15 minutes around the block, or a stroll through the garden, can make a meaningful difference when done regularly. Swimming is another remarkable option. The water supports your body weight, which takes the pressure off your knees, hips, and spine, while still giving your muscles a gentle workout. Many seniors find that simply walking back and forth in a pool or joining a water aerobics class makes them feel lighter, freer, and more flexible. And then there's Tai Chi, a slow, graceful form of movement often called meditation in motion. It not only eases stiffness, but it also improves balance, which is so crucial as we age. The flowing movements can feel almost like a dance, connecting your body and mind while gently strengthening your joints. If those feel intimidating, even something as simple as chair yoga can be a wonderful place to start. Gentle stretches and movements while seated can loosen stiff areas and bring circulation back to your joints, all without strain. Here's the beauty of it: you don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. What you need is consistency. A little bit every day adds up far more than a burst of activity once in a while. And here's where I'd like you to reflect. Some seniors swear by Tai Chi, others find that daily walks are more than enough. What about you? Which type of movement feels most natural, most enjoyable, or most doable in your life? Because the best exercise isn't the most complicated, it's the one you'll keep coming back to, day after day. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but plays a huge role in joint pain: your diet. What you eat every day can either fuel inflammation or help calm it down. And inflammation, as you probably know all too well, is one of the biggest culprits behind stiff, aching joints. Think about it this way: every bite you take is either adding a little more fire to the pain or helping to put that fire out. And here's the good news: nature has already given us plenty of foods that work like natural medicine, soothing the body from the inside out. Let's start with some of the most powerful anti-inflammatory foods. Fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, or sardines, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are like oil for your joints, helping reduce swelling and stiffness. If fish isn't something you eat often, even a simple can of sardines a couple of times a week can make a real difference. Then there are berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These little fruits are loaded with antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect your joints from further wear and tear. Imagine swapping out a sugary dessert for a bowl of fresh berries. You're not just satisfying your sweet tooth, you're actively helping your joints. Don't forget your leafy greens: spinach, kale, collard greens. They're packed with vitamins and minerals your joints crave, especially calcium and vitamin K, which support bone health. Adding just a handful of greens to your omelet or soup each day is a small change with big rewards. And then there's one of the oldest remedies in the book: turmeric. This golden spice contains curcumin, a compound shown in many studies to help reduce joint inflammation. A sprinkle in your tea, in a curry, or even mixed with warm milk can become a gentle daily ritual for joint support. Now, just as some foods fight inflammation, others fuel it. Processed foods high in sugar, fried snacks, and refined carbs can make joint pain worse. It doesn't mean you can never enjoy them again, but cutting back where you can makes room for the good stuff that supports healing. Here's something to think about. Some people swear turmeric has worked wonders for their knees, while others say they barely noticed a change. The same goes for foods like olive oil or berries. Why is that? Because every body is unique. Your joints, your digestion, your lifestyle, it all plays a role. So here's my question for you. What foods have you personally noticed make your joints feel better, or worse? For some, it's cutting back on sugar. For others, it's adding in a daily dose of fish or turmeric tea. Share your experience, because your story might be the exact clue another person needs. Another powerful natural remedy for joint pain is something simple, safe, and right at your fingertips: heat and cold therapy. It may sound basic, but when used the right way, it can bring real, noticeable relief. Heat works by relaxing the muscles around your joints and increasing blood flow. Imagine a warm bath at the end of a long day, or a heating pad gently resting on your knees. That warmth helps loosen stiffness, making it easier to move and less painful to stretch. For many seniors, a morning shower that's just a little warmer than usual becomes the perfect way to start the day with less stiffness. On the other hand, cold therapy works in a different way. An ice pack or even a bag of frozen peas wrapped in a towel can reduce swelling and numb sharp pain. Cold therapy is especially helpful when your joints are inflamed after extra activity, like after gardening, walking, or carrying groceries. It calms the irritation, almost like putting out a small fire before it spreads. Some people even alternate between heat and cold, using warmth to loosen the joints, then cold to bring down swelling. This simple combination can often do more than a pill, and without the worry of side effects. Of course, safety matters. Cold packs should only be used for about 15 to 20 minutes at a time to protect your skin, and heat should be warm, not scalding. Think comfort, not extremes. Here's something interesting. Some seniors swear by heat for their arthritis, while others insist cold is the only thing that gives them relief. Which one do you prefer? Do you lean toward the soothing comfort of warmth, or does that sharp chill feel like it takes the pain away faster? Your experience might be very different from the next person's, and that's what makes this remedy so personal. Now let's talk about something that isn't always easy to bring up, but it makes a world of difference for your joints: your weight. Every extra pound your body carries adds more pressure to your knees, hips, and ankles. In fact, studies show that losing just 10 pounds can take as much as 40 pounds of pressure off your knees with every single step. Imagine the relief your joints could feel from just that one change. Think about climbing a flight of stairs. If you're carrying extra weight, it's like walking with a heavy backpack you can never take off. Each step puts more strain on already tired joints. But when that burden lightens, suddenly the steps don't feel quite as steep, the walk doesn't feel quite as heavy, and your joints get the break they've been longing for. Now, weight management doesn't mean strict diets or giving up every food you enjoy. It's about balance and small, sustainable changes. Things like reducing portion sizes just a little, swapping fried foods for grilled or baked ones, or taking a short walk after dinner instead of sitting right down. These simple habits, repeated over time, can shift the scale in your favor without feeling like punishment. Here's something to think about. Some experts say it's not only how much weight you carry, but also where you carry it. Weight around the midsection, for example, tends to put more stress on the joints and even fuels inflammation in the body. Do you believe it's the number on the scale that matters most, or is it where the weight sits that makes the real difference? Either way, remember this. Managing your weight isn't about vanity, it's about freedom. Freedom to move, freedom to play with your grandchildren, freedom to keep living life on your terms. And every small change you make is a step toward giving your joints the relief they deserve. Now let's look at another path many seniors explore: natural supplements. For some, these can be a gentle way to support joint health without reaching straight for prescription bottles. But here's the thing: supplements aren't magic, and the results can vary from person to person. Still, many people over 60 have found real comfort in adding the right ones to their routine. One of the most common is glucosamine, often paired with chondroitin. These compounds are naturally found in cartilage, the tissue that cushions your joints. The idea is simple. If wear and tear is stealing that cushion, giving your body more of what it's missing might help slow down the process or ease the pain. Some seniors say glucosamine has helped them walk farther, bend easier, or simply wake up with less stiffness. Others, however, notice little difference. Then there's omega-3 fatty acids, often from fish oil. Omega-3s are powerful inflammation fighters, working from the inside out to calm swollen, achy joints. For some, adding fish oil daily reduces morning stiffness and makes movement feel smoother. Turmeric supplements, in capsule form, are another popular choice. The curcumin in turmeric is thought to act like nature's anti-inflammatory, almost like a gentle, natural version of certain medications. But again, results are mixed. Some people swear by it, others don't feel much change. And don't overlook collagen supplements. Collagen is the protein that gives structure to your joints, bones, and skin. As we age, our natural collagen production drops. Taking collagen peptides in powder or capsule form may help some people feel a difference in their joint comfort and mobility. Here's the important part. Supplements are not one size fits all. Your body chemistry, your lifestyle, and even the medications you already take can affect how they work for you. That's why it's always wise to check with your doctor before starting anything new, even if it's natural. And here's where I'll leave room for your experience. Have you ever tried supplements for your joint pain? Maybe glucosamine, turmeric, or fish oil. Did you feel a real difference, or was it underwhelming? Your story might be the exact insight another person needs as they decide whether to give it a try. Here's something you may not always connect to joint pain, but it plays a bigger role than most people realize: stress and sleep. You see, when your body is under stress, it releases hormones like cortisol. In small amounts, that's normal. But when stress lingers, cortisol levels stay high, and that can fuel inflammation all throughout your body, including your joints. It's almost like pouring gasoline on a small flame. It just makes the pain burn hotter. And then there's sleep. Good, restorative sleep is when your body does most of its healing. If your nights are restless or too short, your joints don't get the chance to recover. You might notice it the next morning. The stiffness feels worse, the pain lingers longer, and you start your day already feeling behind. So what can you do? It doesn't have to be complicated. Deep breathing exercises, even just a few minutes before bed, can calm your nervous system. Some people find that listening to soft music or guided meditation helps melt away the tension from the day. Others prefer something as simple as stepping outside for a quiet walk in the evening air to let their thoughts settle. For sleep, consistency is key. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time each day. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. A warm bath before bed can relax tight muscles and signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Even small rituals, like sipping a cup of caffeine-free herbal tea, can prepare your mind and body for deeper rest. Here's where it gets interesting. Some seniors swear they need 8 full hours to feel their best. Others say they do just fine with 6 or 7. What about you? How much sleep truly makes you feel rested? And have you noticed how it affects your joint pain the next day? Because the truth is, joint pain isn't only about what you do with your body during the day, it's also about how well you let your body restore itself at night. Finding ways to manage stress and protect your sleep may be one of the most overlooked, yet most powerful remedies for keeping your joints comfortable and your life more enjoyable. Now let's talk about something many of our parents and grandparents leaned on long before modern medicine: herbal and home remedies. These simple, time-tested approaches have been passed down for generations, and while the science is still catching up, countless seniors swear by them. Take ginger, for example. This humble root isn't just for flavoring tea or cookies. It has natural anti-inflammatory properties that may help ease swollen, achy joints. A warm cup of ginger tea in the afternoon can be soothing not only for the body but also for the mind. Some even make a paste of fresh ginger and apply it as a compress to sore areas. Then there's turmeric, the golden spice you might already have sitting in your kitchen cabinet. Mixed with warm milk or sprinkled into a meal, turmeric has been used for centuries to calm inflammation. Some people call it nature's pain reliever, though of course, not everyone experiences the same level of benefit. Another simple remedy is Epsom salt baths. Soaking in warm water with a cup or two of Epsom salt can help relax muscles and ease stiffness in the joints. Many seniors find it not only relieves discomfort but also provides a sense of calm at the end of the day. And don't overlook the power of herbal teas, like chamomile, green tea, or willow bark tea. Some are believed to reduce inflammation, others simply promote relaxation, which, as we talked about earlier, helps your body heal more effectively. Now, Here's where it gets interesting. Some of these remedies are deeply rooted in tradition, used for centuries in different cultures. But science hasn't fully confirmed all of them yet. That raises an important question. Are they powerful because of their natural compounds, or is it also the ritual and comfort they bring? Maybe it's both. So here's what I'd love to know from you. Have you tried any of these at home? Maybe ginger tea, turmeric milk, or a long soak in Epsom salt. Did it ease your joints, or did it feel more like a soothing ritual without much change? Your story might help another senior decide which remedy is worth trying next. Because at the end of the day, natural remedies aren't just about science. They're also about tradition, experience, and listening to what your body tells you. And sometimes, the simplest things, the ones right in your kitchen or bathroom, can make the biggest difference. Now that we've explored all 7 remedies, let's bring them together. What you may have noticed is that none of these ideas stand alone. They work best as part of a lifestyle, little habits woven into your daily routine. It's not about choosing just one miracle fix, because there isn't one. It's about finding the combination that fits your life, your body, and your needs. Gentle movement keeps your joints lubricated and your muscles strong. An anti-inflammatory diet calms swelling from the inside out. Heat and cold therapy give you relief right when you need it most. Managing your weight lightens the load on your knees and hips. Supplements can provide added support if your body responds well to them. Stress management and good sleep create the environment your joints need to heal. And those herbal and home remedies? They can be the soothing daily rituals that tie it all together. Here's the most important part. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't have to do everything at once. In fact, trying to overhaul your entire routine overnight is often overwhelming and discouraging. Instead, choose one remedy to start with. Give it time. Notice how your body responds. Then slowly layer in another. Over weeks and months, these small, steady changes add up to something powerful. Less pain, more mobility, more confidence in your daily life. And remember, joint pain isn't just about discomfort. It's about independence. It's about being able to climb those stairs, work in the garden, play with your grandchildren, or take a walk without hesitation. These remedies aren't just about easing pain today. They're about protecting your freedom tomorrow. So think about this. Which one of these 7 steps feels the easiest for you to start with right now? The answer to that question might be your first step toward a life with more comfort and less limitation. So now it's your turn. You've heard the 7 natural remedies: movement, diet, heat and cold, weight management, supplements, stress and sleep, and those simple home remedies. But here's the truth. Your journey with joint pain is personal. What works for one person may not work the same for another. That's why your voice matters. Which of these remedies are you most excited to try first? Or maybe you've already been using one of them. Did it make a difference? Did you feel relief, or are you still searching for something that works better? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might be exactly what another senior needs to hear to find hope and take action. And I'd like to challenge you with one more question. Is there a natural remedy you swear by that I didn't mention today? Something passed down from your family, or something you discovered that surprised you? Don't keep it to yourself. Let the rest of us learn from you. If this video gave you even one idea that could bring comfort, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up so others can find it, too. And if you know a friend or loved one who struggles with joint pain, share this with them. Sometimes, a little knowledge shared at the right time can change a life. And before you go, make sure you subscribe to Senior Strong Living. Hit that notification bell, because every week we bring you more tips, more encouragement, and more practical ways to help you stay strong, stay healthy, and stay independent. This is more than a channel. It's a community. And you're part of it now. Because together, we're not just managing pain. We're building a life where you can keep doing the things you love, with the people you love, for as long as possible. Remember this, joint pain does not define you. It doesn't have to control your days, limit your choices, or steal the joy from the life you've built. With small, steady steps, these natural remedies, these gentle shifts, you can take back a measure of comfort, mobility, and freedom. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body still responds to care, to consistency, and to kindness. Every walk you take, Every healthy meal you choose, every soothing ritual you add, these are investments in your independence. So as you move forward, hold on to this hope. You are stronger than your pain. And every effort you make, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you deserve. One filled with energy, confidence, and the freedom to keep doing what you love. Here's to your strength, your health, and your future. And as always, we at Senior Strong Living are right here beside you, every step of the way.